Hey everybody, it's Jared here with Big Mo Motorsports. Haven't talked to you guys in a while, and I'm still not sure if I'm going to do blogs all next year. But thought I'd at least do one right now, kind of middle of the off season, and we got something big coming up this weekend. So I guess I'll start with that. I know a lot of you guys know over the blogs that I talked about last year that I really wanted to try a road course race. Well, the opportunity came up, and then with my schedule as it is for the rest of the spring, um, this weekend was the only weekend that I had available to go race, and just so happens that down at Charlotte, the Winter Heat Series road course racing starts today, or it starts this weekend. So um, that's the plan. So I'm gonna go road course racing down in Charlotte this weekend. In fact, I am getting the trailer loaded up and everything right now to get everything ready to go, and should be fantastic. I've been working with Miller Performance guys up here, and they worked with BD Racing and helped me by putting a road course setup in my car. Obviously, I have no clue what I'm doing there. Well, I know no clue what I'm doing either way when it comes to this, but they helped me with that. Picked my car back up from them last night. Tonight, loading everything up. Um, the way the schedule works for the road course races is that Friday is an open practice day, I think from 2 to 5 p.m., and then Saturday is racing. This weekend, it just so happens that my class, because I'm still semi-pro, because I'm still figuring my crap out even after 8 years of racing, um, is that this Saturday is a double feature race for, I think, young lions and semi-pros. So plan is drive down Thursday night, finish the drive Friday morning, get there in time Friday for practice, and then Saturday wake up early, race, do double features, start driving back Saturday night, drive the rest of the way back Sunday, and it'll be like I was never gone. Should be good, except for the fact that there's like a 70% chance of rain on Friday, pretty much right during the practice time. But as we all know, I'm a racer at heart, so I'm still going to try to go down there and make it for the practice, because you never know. By the time I get down there, there might be, even if I get an hour's worth of practice, that will be huge for me, considering I've never done this before. So that'll be good. That'll be fun. I really can't wait. One of the other big things about it that I think is fantastic is that the course layout for this weekend is a new track layout. It's never been ran before by the Legend cars. So to me, that's fantastic, because it'll be new to all of the drivers on there. Now, some of the drivers I know are going to go down there, and they've already raced road courses before, and they're going to blow my doors off. But the fact that they've never raced this track configuration before makes them probably not as, they'll be 10 times better than me. But with it being a new track to them as well as to me, maybe they'll only be 5 times better than me, right? So it'll at least make me feel more competitive, I hope. But either way, so I got the car loaded up. I'm ready to go. I'll actually show you guys here if I can get this out. I've been getting things loaded up here, and we've got the car there all set up, ready to go. I got my toolboxes back in and all my spare parts. I got a gear here because I've got the normal gear that they run at Charlotte in the car, but the road course race that we're running, I think, is a little bit higher speed than what they normally run. So I brought a gear that will allow me to go just a little bit faster. Just in case. The hope would be is that I get a practice on Friday and I figure out all of that, and if I need to, I can change the gear Friday night or first thing Saturday morning and still be good there. But it'll allow me to be maybe more competitive, have a leg up on some of the other guys if I've got a gear option. So either way, that's what's going on. So that's a big deal going on this weekend. Of course, I'm gonna take I'm gonna do my GoPro stuff, and I'll post the videos. With it being double features. It'll probably take me, plus I'm going to be out of town. It'll probably take me the better part of next week to get all the videos edited and posted up. But I will definitely get those out there so that you guys can see how awesome I am at road racing, right? So that's that. I had actually taken all of my tools out of the trailer and all my parts because I was like, man, I got my garage heated now. It's insulated. I'm gonna do a ton of work this winter, either on the Model A or on the race car. And I'll be honest with you, I haven't done jack squat out here. I have done some things, but really I spent probably a total of 4 hours out in the garage so far this winter. But it's cool. The Model A is still sitting here. Really the only thing I've done to it so far is the wheels. I had 5 wheels that came with it, 4 and a spare. I got those sandblasted. And actually I can show you on this. 2 of them, once I got sandblasted, showed that they were so rusted out that they were probably unsafe. You can see there all the little holes, obviously the spokes, rusted out. This is the other one. You can see kind of from the wheel side, or from the bead side. And you can see how bad that's rusted there. So 2 of my wheels were shot right off the bat. But the rest of them, once I got them sandblasted, I ended up painting them myself. As you can see, I found this pretty good, what looks like similar to a factory color on the wheels. And the paint job, honestly, on 2 of the wheels came out fantastic. The 3rd wheel, I got a little bit of orange peel, and I'm going to probably have to sand a layer off on there and put another coat of paint. But they look pretty good. They honestly look too good for the car right now, but that's why I painted them. So I'm expecting the paint to chip. I'm expecting them to get dirty, and once they get grungier, I think it'll look better with the car, because I do not plan on painting the car. I really want to keep the car as original body and interior wise as possible. With the idea of, modernizing the suspension, brakes, and engine, and keeping everything else looking original, so it kind of looks like it's an old car just come out of a barn, and then, but I could blow your doors off, or I could at least go down the interstate without feeling like I'm going to kill somebody. So that's what's going on with the Model A. I still got all the tires here. I need to go get myself some talcum powder so that I can put my rim protectors on and all my tire tubes in, and start mounting tires on these wheels. But other than that, there really hasn't been any schedules put out yet. So right now it's January 10th. None of the tracks that I race at normally have a schedule posted, so I really don't know what the season plan is. I like to plan pretty far in advance. In fact, I already have, some of my summer booked out, so I'm hoping that they get the schedules posted out pretty soon here. But my plan, again like last year, I'm going to go into the season planning to not run the whole season. And I do that because I found that over the first 6 years or 7 years of racing, I was going for points, man. I loved it, and it was exciting, and I stressed the living hell out of myself over that. I had to make every single race. I would be, up, all nights, doing all kinds of stuff, which I do enjoy doing. But it ended up being that, if I was gone for 20 weekends out of the summer, or 25, I think the most I did was 30 some odd races in a year. I ended up sacrificing my time with my friends and my family and all that. So the goal is to not run all the races, so that I don't stress myself out over that. Obviously, if I run like the first 2 races and I win them both, that's going to go out the window. But we all know how likely that is, right? My plan as far as the races that I'm going to pick, Obviously, I'm going to run anytime we run Florence because I won there last year, got my first real win. So I'm going to go to every single Florence race that ever happens as long as I have a Legends car. I ran pretty good at Portsmouth, so I'll probably run most of the Portsmouth races. I don't think Atomic. I think Atomic has one Legends race they're probably going to do this year, and it's their fan appreciation like they did last year. I might try to do that. And then, the goal for me is to try to hit most of the traveling races, and then 1 or 2 races here and there at Brush Creek, which is kind of the home track for the series. Unfortunately, Brush Creek is my worst track as far as my driving style and how I am, and I've been better at every other track that we've went to other than Brush Creek. So I'll probably sacrifice races at Brush Creek to go to these other ones. I am considering and looking at running the Dirt Nationals this year. They're going to be up in Pennsylvania. It's probably a decent ways away from here, probably 8 hours or something like that. But it's within driving distance, so it's doable. I like big races. I like national races. Obviously, you saw last year at the Hillbilly 100 and the Dirt Track World Championships last year. To me, I eat that stuff up. I think that's so much fun. The Legends Nationals races are fun. There's not like a whole bunch of fans and all that kind of stuff. It's pretty much everybody's racing's mom and dad and brothers and sisters and wives and stuff. But there's a lot of cars, and that means a lot of good competition. So I think that'll be fun if I can try to do that. I may try to run 1 or 2 other races this year with dirt tires in preparation for Dirt Track or the Dirt Track World Champions or the Legends Dirt Nationals. Really just to kind of maybe get a feel for what the setup difference will be going from Federals to the American Racer dirt tires. But we'll see. There was announced that there's a racetrack down in Georgia that is going to be running some dirt track races. I think they were saying once per month throughout the summer. And they are going to be allowing only Federal tires to be ran. So right off the bat, I'm looking at, okay, well, I at least want to go down to Georgia once and run that. It's kind of funny. They were talking about, how fast it was and dangerous and blah, 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 and people posting videos on Facebook about guys wrecking and all that. And I'm thinking, holy crap, is this like half mile? I ran Eldora, and that was fast. And that wouldn't have been a legally sanctioned race for Legends. But I'm thinking, holy crap, this is going to be a crazy, huge track or something like that. And I look at it, it's a 3/8 mile track. And I'm like, okay. I've ran Newport before. That's a 4/10 mile high banked asphalt track. I've ran Eldora before. Now, granted, I wasn't going very fast because I sucked. But, running Florence, I think Florence is, if it's not a half mile, it's 4/10. It's up there, and it is wicked fast. So I think, guys need to just, as I would say to my wife, suck it up, Buttercup. We're racing. And if you think a track is dangerous because it's fast, then you're in the wrong sport. It's one thing if it's got guardrails that are, reaching out and trying to grab you, if it's unsafe from that standpoint. But if it's unsafe because it's a fast track, well, then you gotta, check your balls at the door, I guess. No. So anyway, so that's kind of my plan for this year. Go to Georgia once, probably, maybe hit Dirt Track, Legends Dirt Nationals in Pennsylvania. Maybe try to hit another, dirt tire race, I guess I'll call it. I'd like to go up to Wisconsin, but I think the reality is the main track they run at Wisconsin requires you to do quite a bit of stuff to your car. You got to have door pads. You got to have like a fuel cell plate and all that kind of stuff. And the reality is as much as I would like to go up there just because I think there's a good group of guys up there, that's going to be too much for me to want to do to my car just to go race at one track. So that's probably not going to happen there. But my home state of Iowa has some dirt races, and they did a dirt hell tour last year. I think 5 races in 7 days around the 4th of July. I may look at doing 1 or 2 of those just because it sounds like a blast. We'll see. Try to hit most of the traveling races around here. Probably stay at the 15-ish races this year. May end up more depending on how much fun I'm having. We'll see, and how many different tracks we get to go to. But we'll see. So that's the gist of everything. Not sure if I'll do blogs the rest of this year. Not sure if I'll do a blog even next week. But thought I'd at least start with this. I know several guys and gals have messaged me and said that they like following the blogs and all that kind of stuff. So we'll see how that goes. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Go to my Facebook page. Check out Big Mo Motorsports on Facebook. I generally post lineups and times during the race weekend on my Facebook page. And also try to put that on Instagram too. So you can check us out at, I think it's Big Mo Racing on Instagram, Big Mo Racing on Twitter. So either way, check that out. You can follow along a little bit more, kind of see how I'm doing speeds-wise, see how I'm doing, if I destroy the car or not. If you see me crying, it's a bad day. So anyway, have a good winter here, and we'll talk to you guys later. All right, bye.